What's good, ladies and gentlemen? All right, I'm gonna be here just chilling, dancing this whole. I'm gonna be vibing over here if we don't get this started. So welcome everybody. Happy Friday. It has been an incredible December. Second full week of trading for us over here. If you're new to my channel, thanks for being here. Thanks for spending some time, gifting me your precious hours. My name is Mike Navarrete. I've been trading for 10 years. 10 years. Oh my God. It's been a while. On on these streams, we trade indices, NQ, YM, the good stuff. S&P just doesn't really show up a lot. Majors, metals for sure. Oil every once in a while. We'll look at some crypto. We'll look at some stocks, things of that nature. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the thing right now. Gonna go ahead and share my screen, go over a whole bunch of ideas step by step. You guys are gonna see just free resources like at the bottoms and the top. Feel free to take advantage of that. That's about it. Let's do it, man. Let's get into it. All right. So yesterday, I think yesterday was the only session this week where wait, why am I tiny? Hold on. What happened over here? All right, here we go. Not so tiny anymore. All right. Perfect. So, yeah, yesterday was our first session of the week where during this session, we actually took a reduced risk loss. So we were getting gold ripped, went into some profits, and then we took another trade on gold. That one was either reduced stop or just break even. And then oil triggered us in and was chopping up, ended up taking us out, but then it gave a second entry model, our shakeout model afterwards, which I was kind of chopping up in the school over here, and I was giving my thoughts on oil, etc. So I did say, where is it? Oil squeeze. The squeeze, unfortunately, didn't go our way, but it was worth the risk for me. A possible shakeout or mitigation could be formed with the liquidity sweep, so stay attentive. So that when this happened, I said, hey, we could get our second setup. Just let the market give us our thing. And then in here, yeah, I communicated that I was seeing a break, what's called a shakeout. And I know some of you took it. Some of you are well trained in the arts of our entry models. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So let's dive into it. Now we are about 11 minutes away from New York Open. The volatility ensues here shortly. All right, let me look at the chat. What's good, chat? What's up, Carlos Gallard? Miguel Angel Rocha. Dímelo, good morning. What's up, Amy? Kanzara. Seth. I think that's Joseph. We got Dripco. Oh, man. I forgot who's Dripco. I forgot who it is. What up, Noah Harshi? Jess. Morning. Steve. Blanca. The Torres fam. Luis. Buenos dias, Edgar. Mafia Penguins. Sick. Joe, Diego, Marty, Corey, Brandon, Lonzo, Garelis. What's up? Duvan. Marcin just missed a short on Dow. I'll take a look at it. What up, Brandon? Locked in, brother. There we go. What's up, Ramiro? Isaiah. That's right, Isaiah. We got Moving Wicks. Isaid. What's up? Hello. All right, welcome, everybody. Guys, and I got to say, look, if you're in here, you're putting the work in, and it's maybe not happening at the pace that you wanted to, it's okay. It's okay. There's going to be breakthroughs. There's going to be certain thoughts, certain patterns you're going to notice about yourself, about the markets, certain understandings, especially if you make the intention, that is going to allow you to break through with this. All right? So if you're getting frustrated that it's not happening at the time that you would want it to, that you're not able to express and show a certain amount of profitability, remember, it's really hard for people outside of this to understand the process. You can't expect there to be understanding and have actual proper expectations if no one's ever really been in the same seat as you and has to go to war with the markets and yourself every day. So, man, give yourself some grace, make it happen, stay in it, but take it serious. Commit to the standards that you have to set for yourself in this, all right? So, let's not start with oil right now. Let's go look at some indices, and then we'll go from there. Hold on. Something's happening here. Un momento, por favor. I think I'm losing my connection or something. We'll see. All right, you guys can let me know if it's all of a sudden getting weird. But all right, y'all can just keep me posted. If the stream quality is good, everything's set, then it's all good. Good. Okay. Morning. Okay. So what's up, man? What's happening with these indices? What do we got going on over here? Look, so far we've seen the sweep of the highs here on Wednesday. FOMC, right, clears liquidity, and then we start to see everything work its way back down. Yesterday we end up coming back almost to clear this again, so we fill the imbalance all the way to the top. We see things drop as well. So we're kind of seeing a lack of demand over here. So when the market trades down to these levels, not the best. Like, it just doesn't sustain structure over here time and time again. So it does seem like we're kind of missing, like when the market's trading down below 25,475, just not a lot of sellers that are going to be competing for these prices. So reverses around here are a decent probability, but we got to look at the big picture. Right? I can't just look at NASDAQ. We got to understand what's happening with Dow Jones, what's happening with S&P. Are there, is there more incentive for one or the other to go in a certain direction? So I always look at where they're at relative to one another as well. Sometimes you have very similar setups, but there is one that's leaning a bit more bearish or a bit more bullish. That makes all of the difference. So with that being said, yesterday going from New York session to Asian session was an interesting shift. The market gapped down on the open. So very, very, very interesting over here. Gap down, and then we're moving sideways for a bit. I wasn't sure if this was going to confirm bearish structure. It was kind of like not really breaking below until it finally did during London. So we took out the highs up here, played into this zone, and then everything just tanked. So now we're over here, and let me tell you, I think we can see a nice short from up top. There's this buy position opened, smart money buys here. So we could see a sell-off from over here. And then, of course, yesterday we had the big move down with post-New York open, absolute crash, taking out some liquidity. But the market comes in and out, so we already kind of see the efficiency here. Everything seems pretty set. Like, yes, it looks like there's some imbalance over here, but I'm not sure if I'd be leaning towards buying what's been dropping significantly here. If you look at Dow, on the other hand, Dow has a long way to go. Dow is just consolidating up there. It's just holding bullish structure so much better. So if you look at structure here, Dow has been just substantially more bullish than everything else. Like, not even a fake, break below, nothing. It's just, I am bullish, and there's nothing that you can do to stop me. And you have the higher lows, continuation over here as well. So yesterday's price action, extremely bullish. There's this sell-off right after New York open, right here. I have a feeling that the market could give a little bounce or a decent bounce out of this specific candle. Now, this is an order block. So yesterday when we see New York open and then shortly afterwards, you start to get this big bearish candle. While this is happening, right, this incentivizes people to start to sell. They start chasing the sell positions to just catch the reversal. Like, oh, they want to catch the high and the reversal. So this lures in sellers, and then from here, gone. Market just rips. So I do believe that, you can see this. I'm not going to buy here because it's not like, this is just an order block and an imbalance playing out of structure. It's not, doesn't meet my criteria for a buy setup, but I understand it. I see it. I just don't have enough data to solely trade off of one order block like this. Maybe if the market is dropping very slowly, if the drop to here is less aggressive than, let's say, NASDAQ going lower, then I'll consider it for sure. Especially if there's, for example, let's say, yes, we clear liquidity. So let's say the market clears liquidity here with NASDAQ, and at the exact same time, it's lining up with like Dow Jones, playing out of this exact same candlestick. Okay, cool. At that point, I'm down. We could do it because now there's alignment across the asset class in general. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Potential Dow buys. Otherwise, sells. It's looking like the short could happen over here. So we have New York open here in 1 minute. I can get into the smaller time frames here as well. We can go like to see what we're doing relative to like the time frame right now. Nothing much going on over here in terms of entries. Like, I'm not really too interested in any of this on the small time frames. And then with Dow, I mean, the 1 minute has been kind of giving this, it looks like distribution. I'm sure some of you are looking at this and you're just like, oh, is this thing going to sell from here, right? Took out liquidity, came down. It looks like it kind of already came back up once, at least to play out of this candle. And then, you come back down, comes right back up. So I could see why someone would want to sell in this. It almost looks too, like, it's so much, looks like distribution. But again, my only thing NQ just seems so much more bearish. So if NASDAQ is going to want to come for this, it's going to crush all of these sellers again. So I'm not taking trades off the open right now. All right, so indices, I'm going to chill, wait it out. I haven't been trading too many, like, right off the open ideas with indices. Just haven't really been getting that kind of setup lately. So I'm sure some of you are going to be interested in sells. Maybe you're in sells already and you're like, bro, I'm going to eat off of this. And I'm going to be, you're fumbling. You should be in this trade. Hey, man, I'm cool. Don't need to be in the sell right now. I hope you guys, if you do take a trade, I hope you make tons of money. Obviously responsibly, in duplicatable fashions. But yeah, it's not my setup, man. There's nothing I can do here. If NQ was doing something like this in a better position, then I'd be down. But sadly, it is not. All right. While that's doing its thing, let's go take a look at the majors. What are these dollar pairs doing? We don't have all the contracts. I got to switch all these. So for everyone that's trading futures, there definitely is more volume now on the H contract. So, all right, we'll do this. So we got Australian here. All right. We got New Zealand over here. Give me just a second. Let me just throw these in here. I have that first song that I played stuck in my head right now. All right, I think that just about wraps it up. All right, let's get these over here. And we're set. All right, we're gravy. Majors. What to do. So look at that. Choppy with Dow, S&P, and NQ. Looks like the market has not made up its mind quite yet. Interesting. NQ took out the lows here that we had from London. Okay. Traded into this little order block. Actually, we already had traded in there. Cool. All right. So zooming out with these dollar pairs, again, same thing goes. Like I keep in consideration how they correlate to one another, and then where we're at relative to one another. So for example, for now, Australian here has been holding, just been trading up here in this range, similar to where it was trading yesterday. So just consolidation. After we saw this spike below, so check this out. The market had actually created quite a bit of liquidity. Then we see it push down, so this sweeps the lows and then runs. The market's been trading up to this range and just a solid structure, like just sustaining these highs really well. So there's a possibility that we could have some buys in here later on, now that it's been holding and just trading up here for quite some time, a full 24 hours and so. Solid. If we compare this to like NZD, let's see, not the same in regards that it like clears some lows, so not really a liquidity capture here, so not really much going on over there. Euro, on the other hand, Euro yesterday, and this is basically during when was it? Before we go into London session, at least, we have these push down, like a push to the downside, and the continuation. This one did it right after London opened, so we see a nice little move down. The market rallies, so a lot of this is having a bullish structure, and then you even have the press conference that pushed down before it rallies some more. With Euro, with CAD, the yen is actually way more bearish, and so is the pound. So between all of these ideas, there's a few of these that are honestly holding up pretty well. So I am curious to taking potential buys with majors if they work their way down. Australian looks good. Possibly looking at CAD futures, maybe all the way down here though. So majors are okay. Am I a swing trader? Not necessarily. Like, it just depends on the asset class. Indices are intraday. Some of these we're trading 1 minute time frame, 5 minute time frame for setups. Typically, trading within the ranges. So if we have sweeps above London or Asian highs or lows, and then we see certain price action, we'll take something like that. With metals, it kind of depends on the season. So, for example, I like to be in longs. The camera seems to be cutting in and out. Okay. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, with metals, like seasonality with metals, I like being in longs on metals during Q4 typically. But I wasn't able to get myself into one of those this time around. On my live accounts, like I am holding a Dow buy from like 45,000. I got one contract rolling right now. Just Letting her be. Okay. So anyways, majors, I'm just not really in love with anything here. It doesn't really catch my attention too much. But metals, let's see. Let's take a look at some gold. Gold and silver. So the bullish rampage continues. And here we are pushing towards the peak. Now, I have a sell idea up here, which we're getting actually pretty close to. So we're trading, and we're feeling a lot of this imbalance trading up into right around 4,400 at 40. Right in the zone is where I think we can see some pretty good shorts. But before I make a decision like that, I do want to be aware of what's going on with silver. You know, how is silver moving? And I mean, gold is trading into October, the highs of October. Here we saw a nice push to the upside before things crashed. I can get into smaller time frames there. Compared to silver, I mean, silver is, flying. Absolutely lost its brains. So right now we're at a place where it's like, all right, cool. Clearly silver has been extremely bullish, and we could be in positions for shorts here. So let's go and look at why is this an area of interest for me. So if you haven't been on, or if you just maybe don't remember, then we can take a look at, what's going on over here and get some fresh reminders. So over here, gold on October 10th, 20th, my apologies, we see a sweep of these highs, clearing sellers, retail sellers, so goodbye. Liquidity capture, we see the market start to do its thing, go to the downside. So this is it, right? We actually sweep these highs. This entices buyers, liquidates sellers, and then we see the market turn back around. We haven't really come back to close out these buy positions, and that's what I can see happening here, with gold working its way all the way back up to this level. So that's basically it. We're almost here again. And then where you narrow down your entry, honestly, at this point, it's going to be up to personal preference. Like, we've seen a decent amount of resistance and reversals around 44.10-ish. You've seen it again around here, 44.07. So will the market come back into, these highs and then trade out of here? I think it's very much possible. Obviously understand, how big of a stop you're really looking to have over here. It is a pretty big range. This in itself is about 350, right? 350 pips over here. So pretty big zone. So yeah, I like that, like 44.10-ish area. And then if it does drop, I mean, we do have some nice imbalance to fill back into. So we'll go from there. Ideally, I would love for price action with gold to start to slow down versus silver. So if all of a sudden silver starts getting more bullish, etc., I would love that. Otherwise, we'll have to continue to wait that out. Looking for New York Open to sweep out highs on Dow it made from last night, and then New York volume take out the sell side liquidity that was built up to push back. Maybe, yeah, we can see it. It's going back and forth. A lot of sideways. This is building up quite a bit of liquidity here for Dow. So now you have a lot of. I think there's a lot of retail sellers in this already. A lot of liquidity building up here. What's interesting here is how this started. We had this push right with New York Open below. So this clears out London lows. And then quickly rallies back up. I wonder if the market's going to want to push up from here. No entries, sadly. Not for me, at least. So here I am, just waiting. Would love for this to work its way up to here, though. That would be key. Nah, it's a chill one. Today, I think it is, post FOMC, depending how things are laid out, you have, like, the market either just leaves beautiful setups for afterwards, or it kind of leaves you wanting more. It's like, oh, all this volatility is happening, but if you just don't have, like, what you need to take positions, it's the ultimate enticement. Volatility like that, because think about it. The market's moving, and you're like, it feels almost like you're missing out on opportunity, right? Anyone ever feel like that? There's all this volatility, and it just seems like we're not taking advantage of some gains. So if that's how you feel, remember, it's not about making money right now. Like, not in this instant. It's about doing it over time. And sometimes the cost of long-term profits is just sitting on your hands. Just sitting there, doing nothing. All right, so what you guys can do, if you have certain setups that you want me to look at here, just drop them in here, right? Drop your setups. What's up, Seth, Gabriel, Edgar, Diego? What up, Marty? Last day I can hang out with you all for today, for the week. All right. So, all right, let's do it. All right. Meanwhile, okay, so actually we didn't go over oil, right? Oil, pretty choppy. We see some decent movement to the upside before it drops again. So it's kind of switching back over to a bearish structure. Yesterday when we broke below here, and then honestly we maintained these lows pretty well. We traded lower, and then we stayed down here for quite some time, up until kind of the end of the day. So I think we end up just coming all the way back up to here eventually, and then shorting out of this range way up here. We see the press conference start to just absolutely rip oil to the upside, and then we kind of see everything slowly shift back around. So I do think we have these areas over here that we could basically close out a big buy position with the market coming back over here. So I'm not going to really rush anything. I do see the possibility of the market wanting to sell out of this last move up. I totally see that. However, there is quite a bit of imbalance and another move up here before reversal. So I think looking for a setup over here, I like a bit better. So something like this. Looks like we could have some decent opportunities. We'll kind of see how we're working our way down, what this will look like, but I wouldn't be surprised by a nice little idea over here. Okay, so YM showing its true colors, starting to make its move to the upside, still holding that bullish, more of the bullish energy relative to S&P and NQ. Look at Dow pushing higher, starting to take out some of the London session sellers. Got this up here as well. Meanwhile, the NQ is just like, no, I'm just going to stay bearish. And that's all we're going to do here. So, cool. Let's take a look at how some of these stocks are doing today. Webull going back to take on $10. Nintendo ripping. What is this? What was it? I forgot what company this was. This is one of the ones in Japan, I think. I think it was like Panasonic. Yeah. Nice. All right, so not too much Tesla. Tesla doing its thing. I don't know how many of you guys are trading Tesla. So doing its thing right now. Let's see. Rebalanced pretty well before just coming immediately right back up. So reaccumulations look like are in effect with Tesla. Wouldn't be shocked if we get all-time highs here in the next few weeks. Netflix buys, dollar cost average buys on Netflix are in play here based off of this daily time frame structure. So we did start picking up Netflix here on Wednesday. Nike, dollar cost average again. So we were dollar cost averaging around here. We got a nice like 35%, took profit at around 77. Waited for market to come back again, and then just reaccumulated around 62 and below. So right now, about 10% on Nike. Let's see. Spotify, man, sick. It literally did the thing. Damn, that was quick. Little pickup by 8%. Delta, Jesus. What a fumble. T-Mobile. Damn, what's T-Mobile doing? T-Mobile is down. Interesting. Wonder if we work our way back down to the weekly. Way down here. What else we got? You can literally look at anything. Y'all let me know which ones you're interested in. If you want me to look at a specific stock, give you my TA, my bias around it, let me know. Lulu, let's go. 13% on the day. We are averaging around 165. Oh, yeah. 27% on Lulu. Yo, who's been stacking Lulu with me? Come on, we've been talking about it for like 6, 7, 8 months maybe? Lulu. Nobody? It's just me? I don't believe it. Thank you, Greg. I needed somebody. How do you feel about a buy on peso? Sell on futures? Let's go check it out. Yeah, Lulu with the big day. Let's go. That one makes me happy. That one was sitting here. I haven't really been following up with this, with stocks on here. But September 5th, or no, it wasn't that long, was it then? I'm tripping. Was it just September? I thought it had been earlier than that. What was earlier this year? It doesn't matter. Anyways, sweet. A couple months for 30, 25, 27% return. Can't be mad about it. I'm going to keep holding this, though. I do want to see it come back all the way up to 317. So, solid. Very much solid. Here's Greg. Lulu. For breakout stocks. I'm watching. Oh, here's the first post, I believe. So here was the pending plays on like Lyft, Lulu, and then, all right, Airbnb. We got Webull, Chewy, a couple more. Here's other ones that we were active in. So, sweet. Obviously, there's still some that I'm looking for it to come back to, but we got more that we can see here in the future. All right, let's pull this, see what's happening. NQ slowly working its way lower, while Dow is attacking the highs, not quite taking them out yet. All right, let's check out peso. I know we were waiting on a couple ideas. I think they were buys, though. I don't remember if we had sells. How do you feel about sells on futures? Oh, okay. So, So we saw, this is a different contract too, right? Hold on. So we saw that it take out the high. So here's liquidity, clears it. So this is the beginning of the move. For a shakeout, I'd have to stay inside of this. For this to be a mitigation, I'd want to see the market actually go lower first. So like here we have the high, low, high. So I actually would have preferred to see the market kind of trade lower and then give me a little bit more before shorting. Something like this I would have preferred. I feel like it came down and right back up. So I'm a little suspicious about this idea. It's not an A+ setup, but it's not a bad setup. Why does this look weird? Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Right now, starting to see a bit of a reversal off of the lows here from this last push down. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just disregarding this one. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for bringing it up, for sure. Yeah, kind of boring market right now. Ooh, okay, hold up. Gold looks dangerously close to this idea now. I would really love for silver to start to have more bullish momentum than gold. Like right now, for example, we just took out the highs that we had just seen in the last previous high, while silver is still lower. Kind of sucks, because I would want gold to kind of be losing that momentum in order to take this sell. In oil buys. Yo, why didn't I get an invite? What happened? Where was my invitation? What's up with that? Huh, guy? See how it is? Or is that the invitation? So, you know what? I don't know why I didn't really think about this way. Maybe because I still had this here marked up. But I see your idea. I mean, you have here was that big sell-off, right? Right over here. And then we have, so this clears liquidity. It makes a higher high during the end of New York session, stays up here up until, London session. So a good 12 hours staying above the previous highs, comes and works its way back down to here. This just clears a lot of this consolidation. So this more than likely is going to be your ideal setup. So this sweeps London lows, plays into New York session, and then there the market goes. So this would have been a great trade, right? Get just below this. Pretty big stop from what it looks like. I could see a potential setup here. There might be another setup which could make this kind of more of a fractal thing. And it's one of two ways. If this breaks the highs, maintains bullish structure, then we might be able to get something like this. Might see a little bit of this. And then we can take a continuation. Or the market might get a little choppy here. We see this, then maybe we get the trade here. So one of these have potential right now. Now that it's starting to break above here, the second one is more than likely the idea. But yeah, and good stuff on is that the buy that you saw, DeAndre? Is that what you were looking at, man? This one over here? Let me know. Gonna have some of these oil buys, oil alerts stay in the game, you know? Indices to me still feel like a trap for now. I'll stay chilling. PayPal. Anybody here? How many of you guys trade options? We got options traders in here. If you're new to stocks and you want something, like, just check out there's like a freebie. So if you scan that, you'll get access to just like a free, like, just how to understand stocks better. It's nice and simple. Yeah. Right, guys, I totally forgot. I totally forgot. So I'm going to do a giveaway today, right? I'm going to do a giveaway today. I want to give you guys, I'm going to give you something to win, right? Who doesn't love free stuff? Come on, we all love free stuff. All right, so here's what I need from you guys. Of course, you know. Just a little favor for your boy. Doesn't require whoa. Gold alert. Hold on. Things are happening here. GCZ. Oh, okay, hold on. That was the old contract. Oh, what a difference. All right, anyways. So, all right, check this out. I just dropped this video a couple days ago, which I'm going to be real with y'all. This video is so sick. Like, the editing, at least. You know, I say some nice things, but just Neri's editing with this was so dope. And then it got no love at all. So, hey, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's cool. It's just not good enough. That's fine. But I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get some exposure on this. Because I feel like we're just dropping, you know, the trading psychology is so under-communicated and understanding how you process your thoughts, your decision-making skills. So what I need from y'all is, one, after this is done, if y'all want to watch that and get some value in your mind, then, you know, take advantage. But for this raffle, all I need from y'all is to drop a comment here. Drop a comment in here, whatever you want. If you want to watch it later and then drop another one, cool. But for every person that drops a comment here throughout the next 10 minutes, that drops a comment in here, then you're going to be open for the raffle. I'm going to just throw your names to do a raffle, and I'll do the giveaway. The winner of this is going to get a Tradetopia challenge, right? So I'm going to do one of these. Let's see. So we got some options right now. Got some accounts in here, you know. Got the growth accounts. Got the selects. So, yeah, this is going to be it. And then, yeah, so drop some comments in there, and I'll get you guys ready to roll. All right, literally, this is a $100 giveaway, basically, is what we're doing right now. So drop a comment in there. Share it if you want with your fellow traders. That would be awesome. So after, you know, in the next 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, then I'll go back in here. I'll throw all these names, and then you guys will just do a little giveaway live on here. Like the stream. Yeah, you can like the stream too. That's cool. So gold hit my stop loss and took off to my take profit. Ouch. What was your setup? Where were you trading? Should I do an options video? Watch Corey win twice. I swear Corey wins all of these. The whatever the giveaway thing is, just like has a magnet to Corey's name. Veo liquidez en oro. Yo, tell me how the viewership just jumped like crazy. Somehow they were like, wait, did someone say giveaway? And then boom, yo, everyone go to the channel. Dude's giving away. Honestly, yeah, fuck it. Tell your people. You're like, hey, Mike's gonna do a giveaway right now. Go to his channel. You can let people know, that's fine. Or don't tell anybody. Right? Don't tell nobody. That way you have better chances to win. Nah, you can't be doing all that. No gatekeeping, all right, guys. So gold is getting a little bit closer and closer to the zone. We're not too far, honestly, at all from this. Ideally, we see silver start to take over as like what's pushing, driving a bit more strongly. And then this. So I don't see equal highs here. Yo no veo liquidez aquí arriba para vender. So I don't see equal highs. So I'm down for this one here. I'm trying to win. Hey, y'all got it. No, leave. Hey, no bullying in here, man. Yo, that's crazy. I do think a little options training would go a long way. Okay, oh, here's that oil move, right? So oil, unfortunately, not going to be the setup that I wanted here. So we saw it take out these lows, and then it came right back up very quickly, but it's coming down very quickly as well. So it's not really creating the sustainable bullish price action in order to take a position in here, like take a small time frame trade. So honestly, this might go lower again, trade a little bit, break these lows, maybe trade just another notch down before the market rallies. So in my opinion, this still is a valid buy if it goes lower. This drops about 48 points here. We haven't gotten a 48-point reversal yet. So yeah, a lower entry honestly is even better. Hey, Mike, outside of trading, do you have any thoughts on gold asset itself? Do we see price under 4K, or can gold get to 5K an ounce? I think it keeps pushing. Yeah, I think it's possible. I think we'll get like a short-term sell, maybe. Obviously that's kind of what I'm seeing. But I wouldn't be surprised that if we see gold keep pushing. Like, I think we're about to do another bullish cycle with continuation with stocks, indices, and Bitcoin itself. So I don't see why gold and silver wouldn't take advantage of that. It's kind of hard to believe because it's pushing so much. But especially with interest rates continuing to go lower, and quantitative tightening has stopped, it's kind of setting up for like, okay, they're going to turn on the money printer soon as well. And all of these are macro, like big picture kind of excuses for things to continue to go higher. And then, the market itself is just showing those signs. So, yeah, I think gold probably keeps pushing. And for the comments, yeah, hey, I appreciate you guys. I just feel like, and you guys let me know, let me know what you guys think about the video actually. But I just think we can keep putting out just valuable quality information. And I've been doing this for 10 years. So like just getting a little bit more traction in here is going to go a long way. So I appreciate y'all for getting in here, editing. It does go crazy. There you go. Okay. See, all y'all need is a little bit of an incentive. I see how it is, and we all do, in my opinion. All right. So here we go. Oil pushing lower again. Where would I want to take this position is the question. So the market's reversed pretty frequently, like right around here. And then is this worth the buy is the question. Let's say we market execute around where we're at now. Is it worth buying? RR wise. And I think so. Over a 2R, if we get a little bit further down here, even if you're doing market execution, I think it's still worth the position. So for example, here, CL, what would be a 1 contract, 270. All right, so I could do 2 contracts on here, roughly. I'm cool with that. Actually, I'm just gonna go micros. I'm cool with going on micros here. That's fine. I'll get a more precise idea. Oh, no. Come back. Hey, don't do this to me. Yo. All right. Don't you dare leave without me. So we're looking at roughly 15 units from right here. All right. We're in there. Give me a sec. Let me take this everywhere here. Okay. Sweet. All right. So I guess I could have just waited a little bit longer. Either way, like, I was slightly under leveraged, so it still works out okay. And then, yeah, so I'm longing from here, oil. I like the setup. I like the idea. And then stops are at 57. All right, cool. So we'll see if we go from here. So these are taking these are on the Tradetopia accounts, so this times 5, and then on all the top step accounts. So, and then on the live. All right, here we go. Cool. So that's running. Gold got a little bit more momentum that we're waiting for. See if we continue the volatility here. Okay. Squeezing on indices, guys. I would not force it around here. All right, so let me do this. Let me create this what's it called? What do they call it? Giveaway thing. Giveaway name picker. All right, so let me do this. While that's doing its thing, we'll do the wheel of names. All right. Throw some names in here. All right, y'all, we'll just be managing this here together. Chop it up. If you have any questions for me regarding trading in general, this is your time to shine. All right, so I'm just getting every name I can here. I told you, Zoe, I'm just going to take the usernames. This might take a little bit, but I'll try to be pretty quick. All right, so we're starting to get a decent bounce on oil. All right, not bad. Oh, I messed up. All right, here we go. What do you guys think? Or who's taking this oil trade with me? Who sees it? Who's like, yeah, all right, I get the vibes. I understand. I see the play. Salvador Gutierrez. Got you. Into the wheel of names you go. All right, look at these nice comments. Man, thank you guys. It's not like you were bribed to do it or anything. All right, Luis, sick. Honestly, while you're waiting for me to do this, you could actually go, if you wanted to just, watch it, feel free. Hey, Marty, this is fire. All right, got you. Also, I have another thing for you guys. So going into 2026, what does the perfect 2026 look like for you as a trader? Let me know in the comments here in the chat. What does that look like for you? Here's what I'm manifesting here. What I'm putting into the world is that every person here builds a discipline that they're proud of, that you become someone that actually is beyond even your current level of imagination, that your standards go beyond what you ever had. That's what I want from you guys, because you have that and you have everything else, that you are challenged to imagine actually past what you even think right now. Man, y'all really, okay. The comments here, honestly, were more than I had expected. So this is taking a bit longer. And I'm only going to put your name in here once. So if you did leave multiple comments, then that's not going to be your way of cheating the system here. There was probably a better way of doing this. Slow and steady. But hey, you know what? We're practicing patience here. That's what we're doing. While we're managing quote unquote oil over here. It's not really doing much. He said we all need superpowers. I'm reading these here. We all need superpowers for real. Luis. What's up, man? All right. All right. I got a question for y'all. Would you rather have 1 million in funding? 1 million in funding, or, and like it's past, like you can trade it, or 20K in your live account? What would you guys rather have? No, 50K in your live account. We'll go that far. What are y'all feeling about that? Yeah, there has to be a better way of doing this in the future. I think I made it to the end. Just about. What are y'all saying in here? I have never entered the giveaways, as there's always someone who may need it more. Brandon, shut up, bro. Don't block your blessings, man. My dude, Wylan. Oh, no. It changed the order of things, I think. Oh, no. Okay, we're back. I think I clicked the button. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Yeah, hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Let me just check here. Yeah, no duplications. Word. Y'all really snapped here. Savage Kev. What's up? What's up? All right, just about there, guys. Isaiah, what's good, Brody? Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, that I think is it. All right, let's do the Wheel of Names. Dun, 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 dun. All right, drum roll, please. Virtual drum roll. 1 15-minute Dow cells. Let's see. Not for me, pal. Whoa, metals. Yo, chill. All right, oil. A little bit of profits. Un poquito. All right, y'all ready? May the best trader win. This is for a brand new funded account, basically $100 giveaway here. And we are off. Boom. Jonathan Gutierrez. Yeah. Woo. All right. Jonathan, claim your prize. Shoot me a message on school. Shoot me a little DM right there. The guy that posts a whole bunch in here, shoot that guy a message. Congratulations, Jonathan Gutierrez. Yes, sir. Congrats. No, Corey almost won again, dude. Yo, that's crazy. I'm telling you, there's a magnet there. Right? But you split the syndicate squad here. Yeah, DeAndre, Harshy, Corey, Seth. Just snuck right in there, Jonathan. Congrats, man. Congrats. Awesome. I love it. All right, so, yeah, metals just tanked. Gold tanked. It's interesting because, and maybe it's the contract, because remember how we had the alert go off with the older contract that I had. So I wonder if for swing trades or for ideas that go back to, you know, like the past over here, wonder if that makes a difference or not. But interesting. I like everything just started to tank for metals. Nothing that I would trade. Oh, I guess it looks way more aggressive than it really is because we were just kind of zoomed in. All right. I mean, yeah, for now, guys, kind of a boring session. I mean, nothing really I can do. There's not too much going on. We have oil here running, but that's about it. So I'm taking oil up to right under 58. So towards like 57.95. Lock in like a 2R, maybe a little bit more if obviously it goes our way. I just realized a big mistake with oil. I clicked sell instead of buy. Oh, shit, yeah. Close. Congratulations, Jonathan, and everyone else. There will be more. Don't you worry. So let's do this to wrap up the session. I know if you want to have another chance to win. I have one more way for you to win this, and then I'll announce this on Monday. But right now, what I want to do for you guys is I'm opening up the slots for the new year going into January. If you're at this point in your trading where you're looking to just make a high-level commitment to yourself, to your progression, if you want to get payouts, obviously you guys see the trading that we're doing in real time. If you want to have that level of mastery, that level of command over yourself, over the markets, your understanding overall, and you want to just absolutely crush 2026, if you book a call to learn more about the syndicate and you actually have an intention of doing it. So if you book a call and you show up, then I am going to do another raffle. Just so, even if it's not a good fit for you and you'd rather just keep doing this on your own, awesome. You'll have a chance to win a funded account. So at least you'll leave with the gift of more capital, which is dope. But again, everything that we do is designed around you transforming as a trader, is actually becoming someone different, not just, of course, get results, right? You want to get payouts. You want to get consistent payouts. You want to stop doing the silly decisions that you may be doing. But the big thing is, okay, let's just actually extract from this. Let's have a technique to do it. I'm not here to say that it's going to be an instant, you just join and then it's just raining cash, even though I do have a money gun. I should probably get it. That would be fun. But yeah, check it out. Do it. Trust me. If you want to stay the same 10 and 25, then don't do it. But if you want to evolve, then you should definitely click that button, book a call, schedule it, so you can learn more about it and be locked in with us for the next year so that you have absolutely different results. And we get to hang out more. I'm getting tacos for spotting the oil sell. Isn't it an oil buy? Sheesh. Nah, bro. DeAndre, the other day, what was it? Natural gas? Hey, bro, we took the L on that one. No tacos for you. Not this time. All right. Another one. Sweet. Cool, guys. So congratulations once again, Jonathan Gutierrez, for taking the W here. Shoot me a DM. I'll get that your way. And, of course, I'll post it so you guys know I'm not capping. I appreciate all of you guys that commented on the video, showed some love. We'll see if we get that. If we get it going, we got to get people leveling up their trading psychology. And let's see what this trade wants to do. If it's going to give us an opportunity to get a little W today, or if this is just going to take us out and then we'll just have to, eat ramen. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But, guys, much love. Whoa, super bright over here. I'm here, out here. I'm in heaven, living the best life, living the dream. And I wish you all to have a similar day. Go live the dream. Go touch some grass. Document, journal your trades. Work on the craft, as always. And, have a great weekend. Rejuvenate. Dive into the classroom if you haven't. We have tons of free videos in there as well. And then don't forget to book that call. The link is in the chat for those of you that want to take your trading to the next level. But, all right, guys. Take care. I'll catch y'all on the next one.